we have that freedom of speech. Pam Geller has that freedom of speech. Now, the Islamic hackles raised or were risen because they don't believe you can picture Muhammad. They don't believe that you can paint a picture of Muhammad. And Pam Geller, what she did was, since we have this freedom of expression, freedom of speech guaranteed by our Constitution, she believed that it was going to be a good thing to stand in the face of Islam, who says they don't believe in freedom of speech. Just try to speak over there. Just try to exercise your right to be gay over there. You have that right here, you know. Just because a whole lot of folks don't exercise it doesn't mean you don't have it. It's not a gay right, it's a right to be gay. The Constitution guarantees that. There is no special class of rights guaranteed by the Constitution. It covers everyone. But Islam's hackles are risen, they rise. The hair on the back of Islam's neck, the hackles in their mind, because they don't want their prophet to be pictured. Now they can call Jesus Christ, of whom I say is God, that's what my faith says, the Trinity, they can call him a liar, and they do. They say Jesus Christ is a liar. Now, you know what? You have to really understand what it is that first tower of their faith is. That there is the oneness of God and he has no partners. That decries the lying that they say Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ says, I and God are one. And this is a problem because they don't give us the same leeway in faith that we as Christians will give them. The thing that they give us in faith is the edge of their sword if we do not convert. After Professor Kaufman speaks tonight, we're going to have Robert Spencer, a video, and he's going to, he's the best I know, besides Pam Geller, on talking about these issues of Islam. Listen, folks, they have put, because Pam Geller on American soil, in America, exercised her constitutionally protected right to freedom of speech, they put a fatwa out on her head. Now, there's 5 states in this country that the FBI has said, be careful. Michigan is one of them. We have a training camp right here in Michigan. I pointed the wrong way. It's in Coldwater, an Islamic terrorist training camp. You think it's hyperbole? It's not. It's there. And the FBI knows about it, and that is the one that they have told us. They put it is a fatwa from the FBI, it is a proclamation of be carefulness, whatever they call that. But they know about this Islamic terrorist camp, training camp in Coldwater. And we're one of 5 nations. There's 5 training camps in this country. And ISIS, Islam, has put a fatwa out on Pam Geller's head. Now, for a religious accomplishment, any Muslim, should they choose to obey the fatwa, can go and receive a higher elevation in their faith and in their heaven by cutting off Pam Geller's head. I have issued an American fatwa. And I sent this message, if you read it, I sent it to Paul Vallely, and I asked him if he would forward it over to Pam Geller. Now, Paul Vallely is a good friend of mine, and he's very good friends with Pam Geller. You folks may remember we had Pam Geller scheduled to come when Rick Snyder at Cobo Hall welcomed ISNA, Islamic Society of North America. He welcomed them to Michigan. Now, the problem with that is, if I need to fill you in, is Islamic Society of North America was unindicted co-conspirators with CARE and the Muslim Brotherhood for laundering, this is our Judicial Justice Department, for laundering $12 million to terrorists. They laundered $12 million, sent it over there, bought the weapons, bought the bullets, bought the whatever, that bombs that may have been what killed the Bloomfield son. Okay, so I take this stuff very serious, and I don't care How many seats aren't filled here tonight? There is nothing more important for an activist to do than to understand about Islam. Now, let's not get confused between Islam and Arabs, because a lot of people do that. Why is his name slipping my mind?
Dave.
Dave, I'm sorry. Big Dave comes out, and I had to correct him on this. He says, because I have a message on Islam, and I have it often. Oh, we need to just get the guns and go kill everybody, kill all the Muslims in Dearborn. You know, and I had to really take him to task on that, and right now I have put him on suspension as far as being able to use the mic to ask questions. Right now Dave has to write his questions down, and I have to read them before they get asked. Because that was just asinine to bring a question like that out. In the first place, if we were to have a mission, which we don't, but they do, Islam does, we don't have a mission to go kill all Muslims. That's not our mission. Our mission is to revelate, not to we're not motivated to kill. I want revelation before revolution. I want people to understand what Islam is. There is at least a lot of so-called moderates who are trying to reform Islam. And I want to tell you about that. I'm in agreement with their motives and with their goal. But the very statement that they have to make is, I want Islam reformed. That is an open admission from the moderates that Islam has a form that needs to be reformed. The Tawheed of the Wahhabis is the original intent of Islam. And they conquer. How many folks of the few that we have understand that World War I had something to do with Islam? Do we know about it?